Hello, my name is Randall Eberts, and I'm head of the W.E. Upjohn Institute for Employment Research, located in Kalamazoo, Michigan. I'm here today on behalf of the OECD LEAD Conference that is looking at the issue of routes out of the crisis, new strategies for skills and employment. This is one of the OECD LEAD capacity building seminars held here in Trento, Italy. My presentation today looks at the relationship between strategic planning processes and monitoring systems in regions to help regions understand the progress that they're making or the problems that they're facing in times such as these, which have many regions in difficult situations. The strategic planning process and the monitoring system should be seen as one and the same, that is, being done simultaneously on an ongoing basis to understand the dynamics of the local labor market, to provide an early warning system of the problems and opportunities developing in the region, to track the progress of a region's initiatives, and also to help the region gauge how it fits into the ever-changing world in which it competes. It is a process that continually updates the knowledge and reconnaissance of the region and leads to initiatives that improve its competitive position. The process begins and ends with a system of indicators that are well grounded in a sound understanding of the workings of a regional economy and that are periodically updated as the region changes. So let's begin with the first element of this process, and that is the dashboard of indicators. Now, unlike many sets of indicators, the dashboard that I have in mind here is one that constructs a regional framework and provides statistical evidence on which factors matter in determining the region's growth rates. Not only does the regional framework provide the means to prioritize economic growth factors, it also offers a method to evaluate the initiatives discussed and implemented by a region's visioning and agenda setting process. The dashboard provides an early warning system to detect problems and opportunities on the region's horizon. Now, once a problem or opportunity is identified, a more detailed analysis is required, and this is one that drills down to the root causes and consequences of the issue that has been identified by the early warning component of this monitoring system. It is one that helps identify possible solutions and also helps to chart paths to alternative scenarios for the region. The analysis provides a basis for identifying solutions and visualizing alternative scenarios. Now, I mentioned the latter, alternative scenarios, because once an issue is identified and addressed, in addressing that issue, we might find that the region has been placed on a different path. And so that instead of just fixing one particular problem and the region moving on like it has in the past, what this might do is put a region on a whole different trajectory in terms of its growth rate and other aspects of growth for the region. And in doing that, we have to understand, we have to visualize how that might affect other aspects of the region as well. So this aspect or this component of visualizing alternative scenarios is very important. Next, we move to the analysis and the visioning process that leads then to the development of a strategic plan that lays out the actions that are necessary to implement the identified solutions. The strategic plan should be articulated through the roles of leadership, the roles of partnerships, and the roles of accountability among the various partners. We should have a visioning process. We should have one in which trust is built among the partnerships, and we also should make sure that the partners are all aligned so that they're following basically the same vision as well as looking at the same data in order to manage their operations. The initiatives that grow out of the strategic plan should then be evaluated through this dashboard set of indicators in order to estimate its net impact. The net impact analysis should follow a rigorous evaluation of using comparison groups so we can figure out whether or not this particular initiative did a better job than what it would have happened without the initiative in place. Then finally, we go back to the dashboard. Because the region has changed due to the initiatives, we then need to reevaluate the regional framework. We also need to think about the dashboard itself and whether or not the indicators are sufficient for what we're trying to monitor. And then the process begins again with strategic planning and monitoring going hand in hand in helping a region grow into the future. Thank you.